the bloody hell is he? I bet he's down on that farm again tending his crops. Let's go and have a look, shall we?
Oh, you made me bloody jump. What is it? Huh? You want what? Another video? I've got a garden here to look after and manage. Crikey, I don't have the time to make YouTube videos anymore. Huh? Oh, popular demand? Okay. I suppose I'll have to. Well, I think we'll get cracking with restoring this old Yamaha, shall we? Come on, let's go.
Okay, before we have a look at the bike, I just want to say welcome back. Yep, I'm alive. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've had a lot of subscribers say, you know, what's happening, where have you been, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, I've just been busy, you know. I'm teaching online now, do 10 hours a day, so I'll get no time in the week. Weekends I spend down on my farm growing vegetables. I've got a garden out the back, I'll show you later. It's been a new hobby, and filming, editing, uploading, I just haven't had the time. So I've had a few people ask, you know, I want another video, I really enjoy your video, so I decided to do one on the Yamaha here. Let's have a look at it, shall we? And there you go. Well, it doesn't look too bad from here. It's a Yamaha RXS energy induction, 1982 I believe. So that's cost me 15,000 baht. So let's take a look around the bike and see if there's any obvious things that need doing, which I can guarantee you there are. On the tank here there was a big sticker, and in Thailand here they use stickers to cover up problems, scratches, marks, dents, etc. So you can see here there's a lot of rust spots, so they use this sticker to cover that up. Why it came this far up I don't know. The fuel cap looks like it's brand new, it's still got the blue film on it, so that's good. The seat doesn't look too bad. I notice there's a bit of stitching coming undone here and on the bottom here, and there's also a little split around this side which I don't think is repairable, so I might just invest in a new seat. The rear lens, lots and lots of little cracks, probably sun damage. The mudguard very pitted up, so there's going to be a new mudguard. There's a plastic sort of extension on the end here, so see if I can source one of those. Indicators look like they've seen better days, so they're going to be replaced. Exhaust pipe, same, rusty, dented. God, it's a terrible state there. Looks like they've welded it up on the front end pipe. The engine looks okay, the casing just looks a bit worn and weathered, but it's not really scratched up, so that should polish up nicely. Kickstart. It looks like it's been welded to the shaft. So that's going to have to be ground off. Hello, kitty. Meow. Whether I can grind it off and not damage the shaft that goes into the engine, we'll have to see. But there's going to be a new kickstart, maybe a new shaft to go in the engine. Going to have a complete rebuild of the engine, so it doesn't matter. Any problems and issues we find, we can overcome when we do the rebuild. Clocks. Yeah, oh dear. Rev counter, totally shot. Speedo looks good, but they come as a set, so there's going to be a new set of clocks there. If I'm going to replace the rear indicators, I'm going to do the front ones as well. Headlamp doesn't look too bad. Front mudguard. This had a sticker over it also, and I've peeled most of it off, and it's covering up holes. So there's a new mudguard. Okay, there's a telltale sign. You've got tape around the fork seals, so they've probably leaked over time. Yeah, these ones have perished, so they're going to have to be replaced. I'm not sure if I'm going to replace the whole forks or just the seals, the springs and the fluid. Okay, the front tyre looks brand new. It's about the only decent thing on it, I think. It looks like there's a spoke missing there. You can see the hole. A lot of surface rust on the rim, so I'm going to try and polish them out. You never know, it might work. If not, I'm going to have to replace the rims. Speedo cable's missing, so I'm probably going to replace all the cables. And I did notice the rev counter cable is broken. Yeah, so that's going to have to be replaced along with the clocks. Okay, the tank's got a couple of dents in it, one there, one over there, and I did notice here, it looks like someone's patched it up with solder, so I might even get a new tank. Rear shocks, they're all pitted, they're going to have to be replaced too. So yeah, there's a lot of new parts that will be needed. Another thing, when I did get it, it was seized up. The guy did say it, hence it's only 15,000 baht, but I put it in gear and I rocked it and it actually unseized. I stuck a bit of petrol down the head there. I did manage to get it started, but I didn't want to run it too long because I don't know the condition of the engine. I don't know if the oil pump's working. But yeah, it runs and it didn't sound too bad. So that's a bonus. Well, let's get cracking, taking the engine out and taking the engine apart. I'm going to give it a full rebuild. So I intend to do quite a few of these videos. I'm not going to condense it all down into one video. So it's probably going to be like the Keyway over 2, 3, 4 parts. Okay, let's get cracking.
That's the engine. Dirty, isn't it? I'm just looking for the points in there. I can't see any. It may have been converted over to electronic ignition, which is will be very, very handy. Now we'll have a look at that when we take the flywheel off. But the piston don't look too bad. It's not scored. There's a little bit of damage on the top there. A little tiny bit of burning down there, but it's in fairly good shape, to be honest. I'm probably going to replace the pistons and the piston rings. The main thing is the bore. Let's have a quick look at that, shall we? Okay, I can't really see in there, but doesn't look too bad. Let's take this cylinder head off and we can have a look through the bore. I bought myself a set of sockets. These are hardened sockets. They're deep collar. They allow you to go down where the studs are sticking up too much. On an ordinary socket, it doesn't allow you to get the wrench on the end. So let's get this head off and see the condition of the barrel. Okay, first thing I notice, there's no cylinder head gasket. So it's probably a good idea I didn't run it. Looks like it's been glued down with silicone at some point. Okay, well I'm not sure if you can see that, but that looks pretty good. Okay, I can't see any real deep scores down there. Wow, fantastic. What we'll do, we'll take the piston off and we'll put the rings inside there and we'll check the ring end gap here. But like I say, I'm probably going to replace it. I bought myself a new air compressor. This is only a 10-litre one, but it's good enough for what I need. It'll save me blowing with my mouth. I don't know if you've seen my other videos. Is my airline. So this will be good for the job. It'll be good for future. Be good for blowing up the tyres. And when I got this, I also ordered up some accessories. So we've got a tyre inflation gauge. We've got a 3-way air duster. Got another dual head tyre chuck and a smaller chuck there. So yeah, Christmas has come late for me. I took the clutch engine casing off and I found this. This is the clutch cable. And good old Thai style, they've just wrapped it around. Instead of buying a new one with a nipple on the end, they've wrapped the cable around the cam there. Oh dear. So I'll be getting a new one of those. Okay, it sounds like it's empty now. There's a bit more corrosion on there that they've patched up with solder. So this tank is shot to pieces. It's going to get replaced, and it looks like they've soldered up the corner here as well. So let's get this tap off, shall we?
I would use a socket, but it's so close to the body of this tap that I can't get a socket on there. There we go. Doesn't look too bad at all, does it? It's about a quarter full. I'm not sure what it's like. Doesn't smell too good, but it might be okay if we mix it with some fresh petrol. Let's get this petrol cap off, shall we? Yeah, that's fairly new, that is, so I'll keep that aside. Okay, I think we're going to need new rubber as well. This one's perished. I'll take these Yamaha decals off just in case I can't get any. I mean, they might clean up all right, you never know. Scrap. I'll just show you the state of the exhaust that came off of it. Scratched, covered in oil, covered in rust, covered in dents, patched up at the back here. Yeah, there's only one place for this, and that's going to be in the scrap bin. I'll also show you the downpipe. And as you saw earlier, this has got a patch on it as well. So, I mean, these aren't expensive to buy online. You know, they're about $10, 15 UK pounds, I think. So that's destined for the scrap bin. And brake pedal. I mean, I was thinking of trying to clean it up, but it's got a few marks on it. And some of the chrome has come off. It's rubbed on the exhaust there. So that's going to be replaced as well. I'm going to try and replace as much as I can to make it look as new as possible. There you go, that's what she looks like without the engine in there. Pretty grimy, huh? It's going to need plenty of degreaser on that. Anyway, look what arrived today. Well, hey, new seat. I thought I'd unpack the seat just to see what it looked like compared to the old one, and as you can see, there's a slight problem. It's about 1.5 to 2 inches shorter than the other one. And if you look underneath, this one's got a scallop on it. This allows for this to sit on top of the rear mudguard. And the new one hasn't got that scallop. The two fixing bolts are different, they're in the wrong place. So there's going to be some adjusting to be done. I mean, this does say it is for RXS. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'm probably going to have to try and modify it. I'll maybe try and cut some of this plastic out. I don't know. I can't really send it back now because it's too late. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we? I've just been into town, got myself some degreaser. So I'm going to crack on with that engine soon. And in the meantime, we've had a few deliveries. So I'm going to open all this lot and let's see what we've got. New piston. This is 2 times oversized. I did measure the bore with the calipers and it's been rebored twice, so it said it's maximum, I think. These are genuine Yamaha parts. 2 new rings and an oil ring. I'm going to check the end gap on that later in the cylinder. Oh, bling bling bling. New shocks. Look at that. These weren't really that expensive actually. I'm going to give you a listing of all the parts, how much they cost, as we go through the build. Feels like bloody Christmas. Okay, new kickstart. I'm not going to bother unwrapping it. That's a new throttle cable, and it's a dual cable. It goes to the carburettor and it goes to the oil pump as well. That's the new clutch cable. That wasn't that expensive. I think that was about £2 UK, maybe just under $1. I've got the other cables on order. Brake cable front and rear. And the accelerator cable. I'm still trying to source cable for the rev counter. I think this speaks for itself. Whoopee. New exhaust. And again, this wasn't too expensive really, under £100. And like I say, I'll give you a breakdown of the costs later. This arrived this morning. This is a plastic piece that goes under the front of the headlight. I did notice the one that's on there is actually damaged on the top where the cables have been rubbing over the years. So yeah, and again, this wasn't that expensive. Ooh. Decals for the tank. An original gasket set, Yamaha. Oh, more bling. Rear mudguard. And again, I'll put a listing of the cost later on. More bling. Front mudguard. Lovely jubbly. Take down pipe for the exhaust. Yeah, that looks much better than grubby, patched up, rusty old ones, doesn't it? And this arrived from the UK. The Bible. Yeah, it's a workshop manual. I think this is going to be helpful. It's got all the specifications in there. Excellent job. And what we got here? Voila! New tank. And again, this was under £100. It's going to need priming and spraying. But yeah, much better than the old one. And that's about it. Well, it's New Year's Eve today, so I'm going to wrap this up as part 1 of the RXS build. If you did like the video, do give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel or you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing, it helped me out. And I'll take this opportunity to wish you all a Happy New Year. See you next time. Bye.